What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your 6-star preview of Torrie Wilson Hall of Fame. I know what you're thinking. Why in the world does this preview take so long to get out when Torrie has been on our rosters for... Rostars? That was like the Monstars from Space Jam. Anyway, on our rosters for almost a month. Well, the reality is when she came out, the devs were on holiday, and that means that none of the content creators actually got her as a 6-star preview on our roster. Usually, every time there's a new character, we get a 6-star preview. Nobody did, which is why Champions Chat had the only initial preview for her with our 4-star gold preview. And so I just had to get to where I took her up myself. And the biggest problem I had, why this took a little bit longer than expected, is that my shards are hurting me right now, right? Right there, I can't take her 6 silver, otherwise I would do that. But also, I need to take Rosie 6-star. I need to take Hogan 6-star. I want to take Becky 6-star. I want to take Nash, not because he's good, 6-star. And I definitely want to take Damian 6-star. So right now, of usable shards, I only have 1,700. So that was partially the big delay. Also, this means that she has a lot of empty stars. So her damage output is not going to be the same as what yours will be at 6 bronze or 6 silver once we fill in those stars. Now, if you saw her 4-star gold preview, you know that the moveset that I appreciated the most, that one, is the one I actually still really like. But I want to show you the 6-star move and how it plays into things. Plus, one big difference since we ran the 4-star gold preview, which was still my own build. It's just now that they've opened up the floodgates on those gold Hall of Fame tokens, right? It's a lot easier to get her up there. But the other big trick is that move right there that you can see is different. The preview said it bumped up the leech gems, which apparently doesn't work that way, and so they changed it to deals damage each. So let me show you what I mean here. On the bottom, you've got the flowing DDT, deal damage, and choose a 5x1 area to make into pyro gems, which will modify all the gems above it into leech gems of strength 67,200 when broken by you. Then deal additional damage and choose 5 gems to make red. So 5x1, choose 5. That is beautiful. On the 4-star preview, you saw it didn't match, right? You had to hope you had another gem or you just make a row break, whatever. But then your red move didn't always start loaded. So there you are. Now the change is the diving crossbody. It deals damage plus deals bonus damage for every leech gem. That used to be it increased them. That's why it's got this icon on it right there. And then your final is your red move, the Luthez Press. Deals damage, chooses a 5x5 area to swap into blue gems. Entourage is like so. Another trick I didn't have when we did the 4-star gold preview only just a few weeks ago. I now have Veer on here. I did have Veer before, I just hadn't taken him up yet. And because of Torrie and this moveset in particular, I took Veer up to where he does now, 100% more damage on leech gems. Plus we've got Striker Seth for leech gems do 25% more damage there, so that's 125%. Plus we've got flat blue gem Coach with Sheamus for another 12k, and then we start loaded as best as possible with Jerry the King Lawler. So that's the moveset. Just a reminder, the belt I have on her is my Rainmaker, which is a strap you can move to anybody, no matter what class, era, gender, anything like that they are, but it adds 2,500 damage to loot gems. It's not doing anything. And I keep on my Rainmaker this mini Faces of Foley plate, or the main face of Mick Foley, I guess, which also doesn't play into this at all. So ignore those. They have nothing to do with it. I just wanted to show you that she's only running Fury 1, and she's only running a Rainmaker. So your damage output can be significantly higher. Significantly, right? So let's see what this looks like out on the road. You know, one thing I also didn't mention that probably a lot of you will have at this point, or at least some, because it was made available in loots and on a prize wall, is I don't have gear. I did not get that from the prize while I was only a couple thousand short. Very upset about that, but it happened. It is what it is. I am out on the road against Lita. 6 bronze against 6 bronze. Hall of Fame against Hall of Fame. Thought that would be appropriate. So, you know it. You run the pyros on the bottom. You lay them down. You want to match up to some blues. So either way, I'd have 2 or 2. So let's just do it that way. And then you get to turn some gems red. You can do it that way like that. The others I don't necessarily care about. And I don't want to cascade necessarily. So your leech gems now are 24k, right? You can't buff them. That was the trick it thought it was going to do. But instead, now it does 125k, almost 126k damage for every leech gem. And you've got a lot of leech gems on the board. So that right there is going to be significant damage right off rip, right? Almost 4 million, 3.7 million just for that. Plus, you go to the 5x5 area to swap blue, match them to as many blue gems as you possibly can, like that. You eat the leech gems, right? So therefore, you get that back. Plus, everything's blue. So yeah, that was a pretty sturdy hit right there. And now you're loaded. You're ready to go. So you just keep doing this moveset, and you're not going to have any health loss. You're going to keep destroying them, right? So is she the highest output damage, in the game? No, not necessarily, but that's not bad. And remember, I'm missing some tricks you probably have. So I'm not sweating a turn 2 win right here at all. Plus 6 silver, damage output is going to be doubled. So yeah, she's good. She's a good free character right there. This is going to end her. And that's that moveset. So let's check out her 6-star moveset to see how it works. All right, the next moveset we are going to show is actually still not using the 6-star move. Her 6-star move is this back body drop right down here, which chooses 6 gems to make into multiply gems of strength 6. But this moveset really flows best together with these 3. So on the bottom, you have the handspring back elbow. You deal damage. You choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn juggernaut gems that will increase your purple MP by 4 on every countdown and increase the damage of all your gems by 75% for 2 turns at the end of the countdown. So the big trick with this is you have to wait the 2 turns to see the full damage. Then you have the snap swinging neckbreaker. Choose a 5x5 area to make silence, and your finisher deals 147k damage and make 35 silence gems into red gems and pin the opponent. So you want to buff red gems, silence gems, and if you can, Juggernaut gems. So if you happen to have Seth freaking Rollins, you could put out another Juggernaut gem there. I don't, but I do have Streak Goldberg. So I'm going to go ahead and use him. That's 3 gems to make into 2 turns. That will increase the purple MP and then 75%. So it's another 75% damage there. Plus, with Zombie Hogan, silence gems do 50% more damage. There's a couple others you could put in there. I am going to go ahead and run the flat red gem trainer. And then I'm also running Piper. I thought about running somebody that does purple and red. I don't have any double 4MP trainers. If you have a double 4MP trainer that's red and purple, if such a thing exists, use that. But this one gives you 2 more red MP, so she should start loaded turn 1 with the Juggernaut move, and then 40% additional damage on the red gems. So that's the setup. Nothing else has changed on the strap. I don't have a strap. I didn't say this before, but I just don't have a strap for her other than the Rainmaker. So this isn't making a big impact, which means you can do significantly more damage. I also can't put an ultimate plate on this for any special tricks that way. So let's see how this moveset does. All right, same road against the same Lita Hall of Fame. 3 out of 10 on each of these and loaded on the handspring back elbow. So the biggest thing is try and put these where she's less likely, not entirely likely, but less likely to break your Juggernaut gems. I would match purple. I know the Juggernaut gems are going to do it. You could also match red. If I'd have been smart, I'd have done that. But you then also have to wait another turn to make them go off, right? So I'm still going to throw it out there, and I hope she doesn't break a whole bunch of my junk, but you got to wait the full 2 turns on the Juggernauts, right? Thank you. I was hoping she'd actually pin me because that's... There we go. All right, so now that ate a turn, unfortunately, but we have a 75% boost to all of our red. We're going to go ahead and put the Juggernauts back out now that we've got them. Just, let's see, yeah, I'm going to put them here. Just to have them continually going, because, you know, that's the name of the game here. And then you're going to throw out this. We're going to lose 1 gem no matter what we do to that. And we're only matching 2 reds, but because you can't overwrite a multi-gem, unfortunately. And then you're going to make 35 of them into red. So she's got 12 million health with the current set of coach and trainers. That's all going red. Everything matches up. That is 3.3 million. So even with Goldberg, I don't see that moveset hitting as hard. You have to wait. You put yourself into things like this where now Lita's hitting her finisher, which it's Hall of Fame Lita. She's not great. The one advantage is with the pin like that, you can see we're now loaded again. So boom, that increased our gem damage again. We'll go ahead and throw this out just so we can see it, but not as competitive a moveset for me. Just saying. I don't think it is. We're going to get one more in here because we don't have the multi-gem. And we can still only match 2 of those. So we'll throw that down and go here. Now, the utility of this for boss battles, silence gems, this is your girl for boss battles, right? Another 3 million. So silver, she'd be doing 6 million. Keep in mind, I am running empty stars, like a lot of them, right? A lot of empty stars. But this does pretty flawlessly reload, so you know you have that going for you, and especially if it's a boss or a extreme rules or whatever you got going there, anything that requires silence gems and red gems, this is the way to go. Other than that, I just don't see it as hitting as hard, and you're not getting your health back, and you know. Number of other things. So I really like the first moveset a lot better even still. That was a 4 million hit. That's our biggest, but took quite a lot of turns to get there. So that's that moveset. Let's see if there's anything else. Well, once again, I'm still not seeing the utility of the 6-star move, right? Put in some multi-gems is great. I guess maybe triple red. Yeah, you know what? I talked myself into it. So let me shut up and run triple red. All right, so we finally have the 6-star move in play. This is your triple red moveset, the handspring back elbow that we saw before, which deals damage, chooses 2 gems to turn into Juggernaut that will increase your purple MP by 4, which is not being used here, and then increase the damage of all your gems by 75% each turn. Part of it's wasted, part of it's not, right? The back body drop, deal damage, choose 6 gems to turn into multi-gems of strength 6. Can't talk, sorry. And then Luthaz press, deal damage, and choose a 5x5 area to swap blue, which doesn't actually reload anything, right? So that's the one trick to this. We'll see ways around it here in a second, but... yeah, so then you're going to need to start loaded with reds. So I've got your Bushwhacker for red. I do have Roman in here. I know Ghostbuster Roman is going to be pretty rare. He does 50% additional blue gem damage. There are guys in there doing 45%, so that's not a big deal. And just granted that if this were not the blue gem, if you know, you know, then I could use a flat blue gem trainer, but that's not possible. So you just got to use whoever you can that has your most blue gem damage. Then I've got Gunther on there for blue gems do 30% and multi do 60, and Goldberg staying on there to create that extra Juggernaut gem. On the strap, I'm still running the Rainmaker, so I cannot really do what I need to do here. If you have a plate that does break blue, turns red, I don't believe I have that one at all. Let me double check. I don't. That was one of the 4th of July Rocky event plates, so I don't have that. It's still fairly rare. You could do something where, like, if you break the blues, you turn a color into, which, no, I was going to say is the Kid's Lightning, but it's not that. Here you go. Break blue, but then you're turning red into green, and you don't want to do that because you want your red gems. So really, that's the trick. I don't have what it would need to make this kind of sing, but the best possible way would be as if you have break blue, get red, because otherwise you have no way of refilling your red gems. If this Juggernaut were like increase your blue so your red and your purple MP by 4, that might do something for you, but it is what it is. Let's see what kind of damage this does. So the nice thing that I've got going here is everything is loaded turn 1, even with this trainer set here. Granted, she might have a monthly bonus, so let's check that real quick. Yep, all color moves start with 2 more MP currently, which is active right now. I think that's what her first gear does. I don't have that. So if you had 1 gear, then this would be started loaded. Otherwise, you may eat a turn even farther doing that. And once again, in order to get the fullness out of this, you need these to wait, right? You need to wait their entire turn set. So put them somewhere where you don't think she's going to break them. I don't have a red match, otherwise I'd go ahead and throw out some multi-gems, but since I don't have that, I'm going to go ahead and put that down. They went off once. Let's see. It's a 7 charge, so even matching this red right here, I'm still not going to throw that down. And then she's going to start getting her moves. As long as she doesn't break our Juggernaut gems, we're okay. She got close. Really close. That would have been... Uh-oh. Okay, don't override him. Thank you. And your finisher eats multis, which are fine, so thank you again. We're good there. So my same issue as we had before, right? So that increased all my gem damage by 75%. So we're still only at 20k, right, on these. So we're going to make a 5x5 area to swap blue. So you want to put some of these down. Let's see, where maybe I think I'm going to go right here because I'll kind of draw the border of it so you can see it. Do like right here because there's a chance I might hit some reds accidentally, right? And then I'll go ahead and throw down the Juggernaut gems just so that they're going because we want them going. But unlike the other set of moves with this Juggernaut, it's not flawless recycle. It's not. So this better hit hard. Otherwise, it's just not... Oops, try again. There we go. Just not worth it. So, all right, let's see. Let's see. Bam, and it didn't hit me there. Yeah, that was nothing. That was literally nothing. So, yeah, I just don't see the 6-star move doing anything. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments section, but she just overwrote my gems. So this is just high risk and very, very little reward, even if you got a few tricks. You could put the Heartstopper plate on there. You could put what else? I mean, there's just not. And see, now we're gonna have to fight to get reloaded. If the Juggernaut gems reloaded us, we'd be fine, but we're still not loaded, so we would have to go another turn. I could have thrown the Juggernaut gems, but I'm tanking this match from here on out. So yeah, I don't see the utility of this moveset, to be honest. So the 6-star move really doesn't bring anything to the table as far as I'm concerned. It just doesn't. So what does that mean for her characters? So 6-star bronze versus the 4-star gold preview we've already done. I still think that the matchup that we had before, go away, the first moveset that we did is her best moveset. I just don't see another one going. There's one slight variation that once this match finishes tanking here on the portal, I will go ahead and just show, but other than, she's injured. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Torrie. The only one we didn't use is this sub move right here, right? The arm bar. 45 random submission gems into silence, right? So that versus this 5x5 area to make silence would be pretty comparable. So there, at least, instead of just getting the silence, you also are subbing them down. So that would probably be just a touch better. But other than that, I mean, it's not one you're going to buff the sub damage huge on because it's 168k. So it's there for sure. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, but it's only 2 turns, which is great for breaking the gems into silence is basically what it is. So as far as I'm concerned, the 6-star move does nothing good. It doesn't fit in any of the other move sets that I can really see because you need the finisher working with one of the other purple moves, and then if you're gonna do that, then you might as well have the Juggernaut because it reloads. The multi-gems would not be guaranteed to, and you'd have to overwrite some of your silence gems in order to make the multi-gems. So yeah, that is what it is. I still think her best moveset is the blue combinations with the Pyro. And what I didn't mention, although I did on the 4-star gold preview, we haven't even talked about the Piper Plate, right? Piper Plate is going to buff it another 100%. It's not doing yellow gems, so it won't be the 500%, but still another 100% damage right there. So that was your 6-star recap of Torrie, right? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like this video. Share it with your faction who's asking, any good? How do we run her? We've already got a 3-minute move set for her, which, spoilers, it's that first move set, and we've got the 4-star gold preview. So this is just a bonus video to let you see what she does at 6 stars, but the reality is it's just a harder hitting version of the first move set, which is phenomenal. So keep running that one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.